It's been said home is not a place, it's a feeling. Okay, so you won't find those words in the Bible, but William Paula's home certainly has a feel to it. Warm people surrounded by loving friends, surrounded by family pictures of people who may not live here anymore, but whose hearts remain. Olivia Juarez's heart certainly has found refuge here. For her, it's a place to relax, to share, and most importantly, to pray.
I got them in a group and we started praying together, and God has just been very, very faithful, showing us one step at a time.
The first step after praying is usually into the dining room where food is being prepared. Nothing much, typical Guatemalan dinner. Bread, frijoles, and of course, coffee. Whatever the budget allows. And if you'll pardon the pun, they're spread a little thin these days. Olivia knows the feeling. Life hasn't been easy, but it's far from impossible thanks to her Savior, Jesus Christ. She feels at home.
After a time of a lot of pain and suffering in my life, I met him and he rescued me.
He changed her life. He changed her path. Like she said earlier, he's been faithful in helping her and the rest of her fellow workers of Casa David Ministries one step at a time. Their next step this evening, as it does most evenings, takes them out of a warm home into the cold, dark streets of Guatemala City. It takes them to the entrance of a large hospital. It takes them into misery, suffering, and despair.
We work with the National Reference Hospital, which means that people from all over the country come to Guatemala City to receive medical treatment.
And very little else. While their loved ones hopefully recover in a warm bed inside, they spend hour after hour, day after day, sometimes month after month outside, waiting. Sleeping on the street under literally paper-thin blankets with very little to eat. They can't afford it. They have so very little, much less a system that cares. But they do have these 5 people who feel led to do whatever it takes to ease the suffering. The plan of attack is simple.
I think it's to share the gospel to these people and to help them. But first of all, is to share the love of Jesus.
But it doesn't stop with spiritual needs. It means meeting the physical needs as well. Food, a warm cup of coffee mixed with warm words and lots of warm touches on a cold night in Guatemala City. You can literally feel the healing. Through the tears, you can feel the uplifted spirits, just knowing that someone, anyone cares. That was the goal for this evening, but once again, it does not stop here, not tonight. There's a bigger goal in mind. It's what Casa David Ministries has been doing in front of hospitals in Honduras for the past 6 years. Get as many of these people as possible off the street.
Just to being able to, every night with these people that are going through really hard times, open His Word in a home setting and just let God speak to them directly. That is our goal. We want to have a house.
Yeah, a house, a home. It's costly, but it is so necessary. Where a young couple can deal with the pain of missing a sick child. Where a wheelchair-bound woman can wait for her family to decide to come pick her up. Where a young boy can try and understand why his older brother lies sick in a hospital bed while he waits on this cold, dark, filthy street outside. This place is not a home. But then again, a home is not a place. It's a feeling of love. A feeling this group of people will continue to bring to this street and hopefully soon to a warmer, cleaner house until that day when we all go home.